Hello darlings, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you're another YouTuber, let me know down in the comments and I will sub you back. Now stay safe, wear your mask, and here's the video. Hello darlings, it's Brandy here from BRC Nails. First let's get into the shout out real quick. Artsy Nails, Naillogy by Dipwaita. Sorry if I butchered it, girl. She has come over from one of the Instagram groups that I am in and subscribed. So, of course, I subscribed back, hit that bell. So, please go check her out. She's an awesome nail artist. Regular polish for the most part. And just super, super talented because you know that regular polish be drying quick. And she has some beautiful designs. She also just did like a shoe documentary type thing, you know, where she shows all her favorite shoes because she's a shopaholic, I guess. So her links will be in the description box down below. Please go check her out. Also, a bunch of giveaways in the description box, mostly subscriber. So check them out. Win some prizes, and yeah, and don't unsubscribe after if you don't win, because you know that's not cool at all. So let's get into these nails. So a while back we were talking about doing some sort of a collab. We were just waiting for inspiration or, you know, time constraints, all that stuff, you know, that affects YouTubers, just basic daily life. But she came across a picture that she absolutely loved. So this is the original Manny. I didn't just show like who posted it because it was a repost, and when I looked through her pictures I didn't see it, but it's the same style. So anyways, it's the Nails Junkie with 2 S's, and it's just a little weird, a little out there, different. There's some random religious aspects, but all for all, you know, it's just the eye and the bright colors and, you know, just whatever. But we didn't know what to call this. We were like, you know, bohemian, surreal, you know, because the hashtags underneath were not descriptive at all. It was a repost anyway, so I'm not surprised about that. But you know, the name was getting a little hard, so I went with the puns. I thought it was funny. I like it, so you know. The link to their Instagram page will be down below as well, you know, because we got inspired by that. So yeah, let's get into these nails. Okay, so I'm gonna show you Catherine's nails at the end. Of course, please go to her video, check them out, or check it out, I should say. She had a good time with them. So, okay, so I start as always. I am taking my black Nicole Diary stamping polish. I am fully covering the image, giving it a nice swipe, a gentle roll, front to back this time instead of side to side. I'm finding the front to back to work out quite well for me lately. Didn't like the way the image picked up, so I am repeating it, holding the card at a 45-degree angle, lightly swiping it, not too much pressure, but enough to not leave a big mud pile there. Cleaning up around the image, and since I'm reverse stamping, I was only waiting not very long at all, and I was just careful with the brush because I have found that if I take too long on an image and it has, like, you know how that has the little black lines sticking up, that would not transfer if I wasn't quick enough. So yeah, it's easy to fix, but still, you never know when you're going to come across an image where it's not easy to fix. So I decided to go in with some of Born Pretty's neon stamping polish, the yellow. I did a video previously on those, so if you want to know more about them, please go check that out. I'm sorry if it's loud or you're hearing background noise, but that is my air conditioner. It is so hot here today. There's no way I would be able to do this without the air conditioner, so I'm sorry in advance. Thank you. But, you know, I'm a big girl, and big girl sweat, and, you know, when it gets super hot like this, and I'm on the second floor, and, you know. So I took my liner brush and I very gently filled in the areas that I wanted to be yellow. Now I think that this particular image looks like a minion crossed with a Dalek. Exterminate, exterminate. That's why I picked it. It really cracked me up. But anyways, there were some little dots that were, you know, open to be colored that I didn't realize. I thought it was just black lines, but at a closer look, it was little dots. And when it comes to like one color image like this, where I'm only coloring in one color, and since it's neon, it does have that little semi-translucentness going on. So even if I colored over the lines, it still would look okay, especially from far away. So I'm just touching all that up here. So now I pulled out two of my Born Pretty, they're kind of like pop art plates. That's what I think of them as anyway. They have a bunch of different quirky designs on them, and they have two different eyeballs. There's all kinds of crazy stuff, like a cactus with a halo and a whale, and you know, just a bunch of weird shit. So there's a pineapple with sunglasses, so that's what I decided to do. I know it's a little off topic, but you know, I have been wanting to do that one for a while, so I did it. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm taking my liner brush and I am very carefully applying the neon yellow Born Pretty stamping polish to the pineapple part. I am going to use the green in the top and pink for the sunglasses. Okay, I'm going to speed this up quite a bit because otherwise it would take forever, and I know it's kind of boring, but I do want to show the intricacy that it takes to actually reverse stamp correctly. Maybe I should have zoomed in a little bit. I'll do that next time, because when you're doing it on the stamper, you can cross the lines. In fact, you should cross the lines, because if you try not to, you end up like having either like a patchy area around the lines instead of getting a full color. So you do want to cover those lines as much as possible. And I'm just flipping it upside down to double check and to see if there are any patchy spots, because you know, you don't want to just plop it on there and then realize that, you know, you only halfway covered it, or you missed a big spot and you couldn't tell. So flipping it over and checking it is a huge thing. It's a huge way to save you a lot of trouble and to just check up on how you're doing with the image itself. If you are still watching this video, please hit the like button. Please, please, please. It really helps us out. If you have not, consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell. Otherwise, you will miss a lot of my uploads, because that's just how YouTube works. So, you know, if you want to actually watch my videos on a regular basis, you should hit the bell. I do want to say thank you to everyone who is doing watch time for me. I am so grateful. I cannot even tell you. We are moving right along, slowly but surely. If you want to help out, it's super easy. All you need to do is go to my YouTube page, go to my playlist. I have a video list of my playlist, and if you put that on, like when you go to bed, you don't have to actually watch the videos. The time just needs to be taken. So if you put that list on when you go to bed and then turn it off when you get up, you know, and you start using your implements again, electronics, whatever you might want to call it, you know, it's a super big way to help me out. There are a few other YouTubers, Miss Katherine, of course, as well, Cherie from Just Nailed It, Tammy from Tammy's Manis, Snazzy Nail Art Studio by Tia. I mean, there's so many people that are working so hard to get monetized. So please, if you don't want to do it for me, do it for somebody else. It really does make a huge difference, because once we get money coming in on a regular basis, even if it's only a little bit, we'll be able to buy better products, or products that you want to know about right when they come out. when they're super expensive, you know, instead of like 2 months later when I could actually afford it. So monetization is a big deal, but I appreciate you just coming, hitting the like button. That is more than enough, but if you would like to help out extra, I would really appreciate it. So yes, and thank you, lovely ladies. You know who you are. You're a godsend. Mwah, mwah. Okay, so here's the last piece. Now, you know my freehand is garbage, but this is something that I learned. So when I made the letters, originally I made them to be the smallest that they would be. So instead of like, you know, making a big outline and then filling in the outline to the middle, it's easier to do it the other way. Like make the circle as small as you want it and then build on the outside. And that way you don't end up with so much hassle, or at least I don't. It was like a huge eye-opener. Eye-opener. I'm such a dork. But seriously, like with the sugar lips, that's when I first came across it and was like, oh my god, so easy. But if you don't realize it or nobody tells you, how does it, you know, because always it was like, I would make the outline and then I would put the little circle in the middle and then I would try to fill it in, but it would end up getting like uneven or, you know, too sloppy or whatever. So this way you're going around the outside instead of trying to do it on the inside. Like I said, it was a big help to me, something really simple that most people probably already know, but if you don't know, and then you don't know, right, until somebody tells you or you realize it yourself. So we both kind of jumped on the 1980 because I was born in 1980, she was born in 82, so her nails will say 82 instead of 80. But they had a bunch of eyes on there. I did reverse stamp a couple eyeball designs from those Born Pretty plates and put them on the thumb. But this, of course, I wanted to hand paint because even if I had a number plate, which I don't, it wouldn't give that bubble look. And I didn't get it exactly like hers, but I'm happy with the way that it ended up. I did, instead of just putting dots as the eyes, I did go in for a top and bottom lid so that I could put some eyelashes. And I mean, this is going double time, so imagine how long it took me to do this one nail. I know you're not surprised. I know you're not. And I was going to go with one of the Gel NY purple polishes, but it was pretty much the same tone as the background, so I ended up going out with this Crush on Purple. Is that right? Crush on Pink. It's been a while, okay? So I decided to go with the pink eye, and you know, I made one of them a cat eye, and of course I did the two bottom ones with lids and lashes because I wanted to get those lashes in there, but it wouldn't have looked right without the lids, so you know, I had to do that. I ended up taking a brown indie polish that I won, regular polish, to do the lids because I did use it in reverse stamping for one of the eyeballs that had skin around it, so I figured, you know, this would tie all the nails together a little bit as well. And then I had to break out my super skinny brush to get the eyelashes right because the regular brush, even with just the very tiny tip, was not cutting it. Okay, so here is the super skinny brush trying to put the eyelashes on, and I mean, these are thin. They're kind of like one hair brushes. I mean, I know there's more than just one hair, but it's just, you know, that's what it reminds me of. So yeah, I ended up having to clean off some of the eyelashes and with some rubbing alcohol, and because they kind of just smushed a little bit together. So even with You know, I'm cleaning it up right now with some rubbing alcohol. Trying to fix up the top part, which I used the regular brush on, and then broke out the thin brush to do like the under eyelashes. But I ended up fixing the top part as well with the thinner brush. So, you know I'm clumsy and my freaking freehand is just crap. So while this is going, I just want to say there are a ton of giveaways. I know I mentioned it in the very beginning, but I know that Pumpkin's Nail Station and BeautyB Nails are doing a huge one. Tons of sponsors, tons of prizes. So that will be listed in the giveaways as well. But I just wanted to point that out because it's a very new one and it's huge. So for the 19, I decided to make it look more like, you know, instead of it just being a circle, I made it look kind of like an eye with the triangles on the side, you know, to stretch it out a little bit, just to break up the monotony, so that each one would be a little bit different. Okay, so here they are. I stamped that green lizard off camera. It's on like a baby pink nail. There's the Dalek minion, the 1980 with the eyeballs and the eyelashes. I was trying to get you a good picture of the eyeballs, but camera was being temperamental. And then of course the two reverse stamped on the thumb, plus the silhouette eye and the pineapple that you saw. So this is them, and here are Catherine's as promised. You know, we took those concepts and made it our own. I love the double stamp Playboy bunny. I know she did the eyes with the eyelashes by hand, and that's on her dominant hand, so she was painting with her non-dominant hand. So go check out her video. I had a lot of fun with these. It was something different to do, and not just a recreation, but, you know, put your own twist on it as well. Don't forget to visit Artsy Nails. That link will be in the description box down below. Again, the giveaways. Thank you, Catherine, for doing this with me. It was a lot of fun. Definitely something different. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a marvelous day. And thanks again. Mwah.